voice. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to...
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. They'll start out here with the option left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I think the defense surprised them there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. We talked about the very specifically linebackers keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that ball down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they go misdirection after they try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still could prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Saints have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team owns it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And the Seahawks first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Saints 14, Seahawks 7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Defensively, Puna Ford with a tackle there. Switch it up here and look to throw. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This drive has been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. On the slant, it's Fant. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Saints will have the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action, Fields. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Seahawks have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 12. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try for the first with Walker. The pickup there, 5 yards.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there. It's 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take one of the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. They came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stretched the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Loss of 5. Good save to bring up third down.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player, and not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. They said they gained a first down, and they've been running it well all game long.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Ran it last time, now Fields to throw.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields. Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fields on third down. And it'll be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go option to the short side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, 193 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to work. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And we now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long. To throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Thomas. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Got an open man in Schwartz. Touchdown, Saints! Anthony Schwartz from 19 yards away. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now at 3 touchdowns at 21. Tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker now. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute pump-up. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not everyone's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result each and every attempt.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A pitch comes to Walker.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Again, it's Walker.
And some space here. And now off to the races down the right
side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. You got the big lead.
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Frost. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively in the fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There's some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game. And they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee